We all have that one friend who is always out partying, the center of attention and constantly drunk. They don't seem to care about their well-being or responsibilities, indulging in promiscuous behavior and experimenting with drugs. Their lifestyle is unsustainable and they struggle to live a conventional life as an adult. Now picture if that individual was the love of your life, the one who shared the responsibility for your 3-year-old son, the one who was supposed to be there, providing a stable family home and supporting you in all aspects of your life. That's exactly what 28-year-old Alison had to contend with every day with her girlfriend Ebony, who is the same age. Alison had always been drawn to Ebony's wild spirit and magnetic energy. When they first met at an underground rave, the chemistry between them was undeniable. They quickly became inseparable, embarking on countless adventures together. But as the years passed and responsibilities piled up, Alison began to question whether Ebony's lifestyle was sustainable for their relationship. For a brief period, Ebony had been on her best behavior, leading Alison to believe that she had changed for the better. However, it didn't take long for Alison to discover the truth. Ebony had betrayed her in every imaginable way, lying, manipulating, withholding information. You name it, she did it. And Alison was beyond pissed. The first time Alison discovered Ebony's infidelity, it had occurred in the privacy of their own home. While Alison slept in their bedroom, Ebony was naked with another woman in the living room, head between her legs. The following morning, the other woman confessed the truth to Alison. At first, Ebony attempted to cover her tracks with lies, but eventually owned up to her actions and pleaded for forgiveness. This led to a cascade of trust issues that plagued their relationship from then on. The two women had a massive fight as a result, and afterwards, Ebony took off to a 3-day rave, changed all her social media passwords, and just kept getting more distant. Alison only knew for sure about the one physical cheating incident, but deep down she knew there were probably more. She wished she could believe otherwise, but she didn't hold out much hope. Alison clung to her relationship with Ebony for dear life, hoping that the girl she fell in love with would eventually resurface. However, Ebony had become a compulsive liar, an irresponsible mother, and a heavy drinker. The worst part, Alison strongly suspected that Ebony had reverted back to using drugs, causing her immense worry not just for herself, but for their 3-year-old son as well. As far as Alison knew, they were trying to work on their relationship. Everything seemed fine the day before when Ebony was showering her with affection and even saying, "I love you." But then out of nowhere, Ebony started a stupid, meaningless argument with Alison, tossed her engagement ring in the trash, and declared she was going to enjoy her single weekend. Ebony ended things and left Alison and their son without a second thought. She just took off and disappeared. 4 days later, she resurfaced on social media with a post showing her exchanging kisses and sweet nothings with another woman on an island. She posted numerous selfies and lovey-dovey messages, causing confusion among Alison's co-workers and friends who wanted to know what was happening. Why was Ebony kissing and dancing with a young 18-year-old girl instead of being at home with Alison raising their son? Alison was just as surprised as everyone else to see Ebony had moved on with someone else. It was the last thing she was expecting. Alison felt used, humiliated, and utterly disgusted. She was devastated by the realization that she had fallen in love with a horrible person like Ebony and allowed her to manipulate her emotions, and to make matters worse, Alison had lost everything and was left with only her son. Even he was at risk of being taken away by Ebony. He was just a 3-year-old, and Alison worried he would remember all of this when he was older and be emotionally traumatized. The thought of causing irreversible emotional damage to her son made her sick to the pit of her stomach. It had only been 4 short months ago that Ebony had proposed to Alison, and they were talking about the wedding they would have. Ebony held Alison responsible for everything, claiming their 3-year relationship was a failure because of her. Alison felt shattered by Ebony's actions and words and didn't know where to turn for support. Her grandmother had passed away, and her only friend lived on the opposite coast. She felt completely alone and exhausted by the situation, so Alison shared her story online and received the following advice. Snake-haired goddess said, "You've become sadder but wiser. Ebony betrayed your trust and has now moved on to someone who will be the love of her life, or perhaps just her next victim. Only time will tell how things will unfold for all of you. Being blatantly cheated on is a painful experience. It's even harder to watch someone you thought you loved who you thought loved you back, move on with someone else. But at least she didn't marry you or lead you on until you were older and more invested. By quickly moving on to her new partner after calling off the engagement, she revealed her true character for everyone to see. Alison, you're better off without Ebony. Take some time for yourself and enjoy your youth. If you take things slow and allow yourself to heal before diving back into the dating world, you will likely have a more fulfilling experience. Undercover Dom 73 replied, "Forget about her and focus on gathering evidence of her deceit to gain custody. When you're ready, find someone who deserves your love. She's a despicable person who will end up alone, used, and unloved." That's all I've got for today. If you've been moved by Alison's situation, or if you can relate to the challenges she faced, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Our channel is dedicated to sharing real stories of infidelity and betrayal in relationships, shedding light on the pain and struggles many individuals go through. By subscribing, you'll stay updated on the latest stories and insights, and you'll become a part of our supportive community. If you have your own story to share, or if you simply want to connect with others who have been through similar experiences, the comment section below is the place for you. Remember, you're not alone, and there is value in sharing and hearing these stories. Subscribe now and join our community. Thank you for watching, and until next time, take care of yourselves. Bye.